As a kid, all a nigga wanna have was a Burberry scarf and $3 in my pocket. Instead I got beat with a switch, but I don't give a fuck, but it's on my body. Scars all up on me, but I run around from everybody. Life lesson learned, I better learn from this bitch, nobody. She pushed me around, she didn't give no motherfucks about it. She broke my heart 3 times, but I ain't getting...
What is up, everybody? It's JT Sports. I'm here with a real quick message. So I know a lot of you guys try to reach me on Instagram and Twitter, and I'm not always able to get back to you guys' DMs, but I created a group chat on this new app called Flick. What Flick is, it allows people to create communities to talk about sports. I created a group chat on there. I will appreciate and love if you guys go ahead and click that link down in the comment section and description down below to join me on there. It's the best way to get in contact with me if you guys want my thoughts on something. It also has polls in there. You guys get to predict who will win certain matchups. You can ask questions, and not only does it allow you to get in contact with me, but it also allows you to connect with other people who also click the link down below to join my group on Flick as well. So make sure that you guys go ahead, click that link down in the description and the comment section down below. It'll take you to the app if you don't have it installed already. Once you install the app, you just create your account and it'll automatically add you to my group so you guys can get in contact with me and other people as well who click the link. Now back to the video. The New Orleans Saints are heading on the road to take on the Detroit Lions. Now, I think this is one of the most important games being played this week. And here's why. Both these two teams are 1-2. Whoever wins this game is going to have their record at 500. And whoever loses this game is going to be 1-3. And you don't want to start the season out 1-3. So when you look at the Detroit Lions, they basically played their best game of the year so far against the Arizona Cardinals, beating them 26-23. And the Lions forced 3 turnovers last week, and they didn't turn the football over at all. Like, the defense played fairly well, and the Lions offense played fairly well as well. Now, despite them playing fairly well, they still barely were able to walk out with the victory. Like, the game still came down to 1 possession. And I feel like Detroit, with the way they played last week, they should have won this game more convincingly than what they did. Like, a win is a win. I'm not going to take anything away from them. But with the way that game played out last week, Detroit only won the game by a field goal by 3 points, when in all reality, they really should have won this game by probably 10 points or more. Now you got the New Orleans Saints rolling into this game. So the Saints are rolling into this game basically going downhill. I mean, you started the season out with an early win week 1 against Tampa Bay. And then from down there, you lose to the Las Vegas Raiders on Monday night. And you lose to the Green Bay Packers. So the Saints are in a weird predicament so far. Because this is a team that, remind you, a lot of people had the Saints penciled in as they're locked to represent the NFC in this upcoming year's Super Bowl. And so far, I haven't seen a team that looks to be a Super Bowl caliber team so far throughout this season. And it's not the offense. Like, I know a lot of people are talking about how Drew Brees hasn't really played to the level that we expect out of him and things like that. But I'm not really going to focus too much on the offense because we already know the New Orleans Saints, regardless of who plays, who doesn't play, Michael Thomas or no Michael Thomas, this is still going to be a really good offense because you have Drew Brees, one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. You got Sean Payton, one of the best offensive masterminds in NFL history. So I'm not really all that concerned about the offense. But where I am concerned at is on the defense side of the ball for the New Orleans Saints, because this is a New Orleans Saints defense that has played pretty poorly this season so far. And you look at a Detroit Lions offense that this is the last team that you want to get into a shootout with, because the thing with the Detroit Lions is the Lions don't have a bad team, okay? Like, if football was only a 45-minute game, the Detroit Lions will probably be 3-0 right now. But since it's not, the Lions have a 1-2 record because they're not able to finish games. But the New Orleans Saints, with the way their defense has played, I like the Detroit Lions' chances of winning this game. Now, am I choosing Detroit to win this game? I'm not making a prediction just as yet. I'm just saying that a lot of you guys, if you're a Saints fan, don't come into this game with the speculation that you're going to have an automatic victory and you're automatically going to be at 500. Because I think that the Detroit Lions have a better chance of winning this game than what a lot of people are giving them credit for. And my question is, when it comes to Detroit Lions, is although you played well against Arizona last week, you played well, but Arizona was still able to hang around. Anytime you're a +3 in the turnover margin and you don't have any turnovers yourself, I think that you should win more than just 3 points. So with the Detroit Lions, my question is still the defense, because the defense played well against Arizona, okay? But is the defense going to be able to keep up that same level of consistency this week? Because look, I'm not somebody who gets easily influenced based on what you did in 1 week. Like, I need to see a substantial amount of consistency. Like, the Detroit Lions defense played great last week, but they need to be able to play great this week as well before I can say, hey, Detroit's defense is legit. Like, I know you shut down Arizona. Arizona has one of the best offenses in the NFL, but that was just 1 week. How do I know if you're going to be able to replicate that performance this week? That answer is going to be answered in this game against the New Orleans Saints. And the Detroit Lions, the big thing for them is limiting the big plays. Now, Detroit is still allowing over 11 yards per play. They're 29th in the NFL in yards per completion. So you look at the New Orleans Saints offense that hasn't really been all that dynamic when it comes to big plays. Like, they're still averaging 6 yards per play? But I mean, this offense just doesn't really have a lot of big pop plays down the field. Let me give you a good example. Last week, the Green Bay Packers, you saw a lot of these big chunk plays in the passing game. Aaron Rodgers to Allen Lazard, they had a couple of big strikes down the field, but you didn't really see that same explosiveness from the New Orleans Saints offensively. So, with the Detroit Lions defensively, I think this is a good matchup for you. Because the Detroit Lions are going to be facing a team that doesn't really attack, down the field all that often. And that bodes well for their defense, because their defense is still allowing over 11 yards per attempt when teams throw the football. So, I mean, I want to see how good Detroit's defense is going to be this week against the New Orleans Saints, a team that is really methodical this year in their offensive approach. I'll say that, because the Saints don't really take a lot of shots downfield, and that's what a lot of people complain about when it comes to the New Orleans Saints offense and when it comes to Drew Brees. They don't really throw the ball down the field all that often. So if you're Detroit, are you going to be able to take away the short, intermediate passing plays from the New Orleans Saints and you're going to force them to throw the football downfield? I don't know. I want to see what the game plan is going to be. But all in all, I'm still going to roll with the Saints to pull out the victory 27-24. And I think the Detroit Lions have a good chance of winning this game. Like, I think a lot of people aren't really giving the Detroit Lions credit they deserve. Like, I know they're a 1-2 team. Like, they could have easily been 1-3 right now. Or 0-3, right now. But, I mean, the thing with the Detroit Lions is just the fact that they have a good team. And I think this is where the misconception with Detroit lies. Like, Detroit isn't as bad as what their record may indicate. Because Detroit, let me remind you, could easily be 2-1 right now. I mean, aside from that Green Bay game when they basically got ran out of the stadium, aside from that, this is a team that really, in all honesty, lose games because they can't really close out in the fourth quarter. So this is a Detroit Lions team that, to their credit, is a lot better than what you Saints fans may be expecting. So if you're a Saints fan, I'm not saying that you're not going to win this game. I'm just saying that, keep a level head, because me, in all honesty, I wouldn't be surprised if Detroit is able to pull off the upset and win this game against the New Orleans Saints, because I don't think a lot of people are giving the Lions the credit they deserve. Like, this is a solid football team from a talent standpoint. They just can't close out games. So, I mean, the Detroit Lions, they're coming into this game with all the momentum right now, and the New Orleans Saints right now, they're on a 2-game losing streak. So, I mean, one of these two teams, at the end of the day, they're going to end up walking out this game with a 1-3 record, and somebody's going to end up walking out this game at 2-2. Me, I think it's going to be New Orleans. I think New Orleans is still going to be able to pull out the victory. And like I said, I think this is a game that could go either way. Maybe I'm a little bit higher on Detroit heading into this game than a lot of other people am. But, I mean, I still think the Saints should be able to pull out this victory here. I think this Saints defense should be able to make a stand. If not, I trust that the New Orleans Saints will be able to win the game with the ball in their hands last. And that's what I think this game is going to come down to. I think this game is going to come down to whichever team gets the ball last offensively. Because, listen, I don't trust New Orleans defense to get a stop to win the game. And I most definitely don't trust the Detroit Lions defense to get a game-winning stop to win the game. I don't care how good they play against Arizona. You get what I'm saying? So, I mean, I, in all honesty, think this is a game that's going to be decided by who has the ball in their hands last. And me, personally, I think it's going to end up being the Saints.